Inikisturu stiki mohoma anakidre no mana ani. Yo no ge hana yitru suhmane. Ono hista hana yitru kiki muyana ana histuku tru kia. Toko ema. Toko moya hanu hadistru wada hani de to so hanmoni stiki trukum. Ka ham haistuku ya. Diara hade to stokum moya de stiki trukum moya ta tisti. Nistromoja, ani stiki trekuboja, ade, ela hamo muja taki. Meha no moja da istokuboja dre. Lahmo umoja da I tokumoja, ne stiki tokuja, rahani. Ja rahana, ja tokushtaka. Ja kamo moja tra ani ki umoja, da I tustokuboja, hada ja dromoja, die istokuboja, ana ja tra ja ja hana ja tra ja. Kokia, ja, humoja, la. Noe, hoje. Poe. Duete. Duete. Kimone. Kiki. Zitera hazo gu. Guyada. 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 La hamane disto comoida eta edo. Nestereto como. Greetings, goddesses and gods. Just want to go over something really quick, little something you can do to, get your day, get you, ready, prepared for the day or the journey or the night or whatever it is. Get your energy levels up, right? By attuning to the sound of my own, inner voice and the divine within me. You can really express it in any different way you can, any sort of imaginative way you want to, any way you want. It's just energy, That's all this stuff is energy. And I have hair flying around everywhere, but I don't even care. But look, everything is energy, right? So, this is a little technique that you can do for yourself. You can repeat to yourself. I guess you want to call it affirmation or whatever, prayer, a thought, whatever it is, the same shit. It's all just different words. But I had a hard time saying it this way. But I thought, let me just say, what I would say is that God is my God will multiply. God will multiply my good exceedingly, according to His riches and glory. And I'm now filled with the riches of the infinite, and all my needs are instantaneously met at all the days of my life. Okay. God will multiply my good exceedingly according to His riches and glory. And I am now filled with the riches of the infinite, and all my needs are instantaneously met on all the days of my life. Now you think about that. See, when I did this, not you, me, this is the way. I used to say the divine intelligence multiplies my good exceedingly according to its riches and glory, and I'm now filled with the divine riches of the infinite, and all my needs are instantaneously met on the days of my life. But I started to throw God in the mix. I said, well, I'm going to just try it, you know what I'm saying? Just try it. What is it going to hurt? I've been fucking self-destructive. I've been programming my mind negatively in the past before. Why not start something new, right? So after you say this over and over, all in your mind, all day long, that's all you think about all day long. Focus. That's what the Hawk teaches us, is focus. You focus on that all day long. God will multiply my good exceedingly. And you start to think, what good am I doing? What good am I doing here? What am I doing here that's good? And this makes you look at whatever it is good. Makes you look at the good. Whether it's bad or good. You looking at the good doesn't matter. What I'm doing is good. Regardless of whatever it is. You want to focus on yourself, because this is what we do. You study your own mind, So I'm like, well, what good am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And it makes you think, what is God? What is this shit? You know, you start looking these words up, and you start going back and doing looking up words, because it's just words anyway. We're not going to get into all that, but this is just the way I have. And what I've noticed is so I start to think about this. So whatever you think about follows. Now imagine that. So whatever you think about, so if I think about God is multiplying my good exceedingly according to His riches and glory. So if you keep thinking about all that, something's going to follow that. Every thought has an effect. Yeah. If I had a voice, if the soul had a voice, that's what it would sound like. Period. It don't matter. This is not about, tradition. This is not about that. This is about listening to your own fucking voice inside of you. And it makes it flow. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to speak the way you speak. It's not going to speak, Italian or German. It's not going to speak none of that shit. It's going to speak the way it speaks. And it is wherever it is, it thinks. So whatever it thinks, it's there. That's the thing. So if it thinks it's at a beach, it's there at a beach. You see. So this is how I'm showing you how this helps you get out of negative thinking. Oh fuck! How am I going to pay for this? Well, God's multiplying my good exceedingly according to His riches and glory. And again, you think like this all day long. You habitually think like this. Eventually you're going to talk yourself. This is what it's about. It's about talking yourself out of a situation that you're creating in your own mind, that I created in my own mind to begin with. Talking myself out of it, because I see the pattern of more negative coming along with it, because whatever I'm thinking about will follow. And it's multiplying my good exceedingly. But regardless, so if you think about that, right? Thinking about that is good as it is, so it's positive. So it's going to multiply your positivity. You see, you're going to start then you start talking to yourself like I'm doing right now. You're going to start talking to yourself, and you learn how to talk to the soul or whatever, or, the subconscious mind, or God, or Allah, or Brahma, or whatever, Krishna, or Odin, Diana, whatever you want to call it. That's who knows. The point is, it's within you. It's inside of you. That's the whole point. This whole thing is nameless as it is anyway. If we didn't have so many words, we wouldn't have so many things. So much made up shit. See, now I'm talking negative. God will multiply my good exceedingly according to His riches and glory. And I'm now filled with the riches of the infinite. And all my needs are instantaneously met in all the days. Imagine that. All your needs are instantaneously met. Imagine, and you know what? It is. If you really think about that, it is. You wake up in the morning, right? There's a need right there. You need to wake up. Right. You need to get out of bed. Thank you, bed, for giving me a good night rest. Thank you, pillow, for comforting my mind. Thank you for comforting my mind and making me dream well. See, you start talking yourself out of shit for the day. For any, you can do this at any given moment. It don't have to be in the moment. You can just make it a practice. And the thing is this, you start changing. You do this all day long, in and out, and even before you go to bed. All these things, you start changing. And when you open your mouth, you see you make that vibration stronger. Now you put sound. You put physical sound to it. Oh, lokoya dahamaya. You start activating brain cells and shit, parts of your mind that we don't even use. So and then I think about whatever you think about follows, whether it's bad or good, whatever. So you think worry. Well, I thought, me, so I was habitually worrying constantly all the time, paranoid, and I was just created this whole life of paranoia. and I had to keep telling myself that my goods being multiplied. And, you know, you can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to use that. I just got that off of I heard in a lecture, so I was like, well, that sounds, you know. I usually write shit down that interests me, like something you can tell yourself all day long and use your imagination to play around with it. And what you realize is eventually that shit will just becomes reality. Like, I don't care what anybody says, man. This type of thinking will open doors that the normal people can't even fathom, because it's not, it's not mass agreed upon. Nobody agreed upon this. Well, that's yeah. We can see the other side, because we have people that do it all the time, but yet they're mentally ill. They're mentally disturbed, or they have an irregular mind, or I had an irregular mind. I mean, I was doing it all the time, making all paranoid shit, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was always trying to kill me and fucking throw me in jail, or the FBI was always following me. That was the one. The FBI was everywhere. They had my phone tapped. They had my fucking car bugged. They knew every move I was making. I made that all up. I didn't know. I believed it. I made it come true. But yeah, if you want to change your mind about positive stuff, then all of a sudden, whoa. Oh, he's changing for the better. We don't know what's going on. Well, that's not right. People get angry at you because you're changing. You're not going along with the normal way anymore. The old you. People don't like new you. You know, nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It's fucking some weird shit, man. And you know, you lose a lot of people, but the universe, God's multiplying my good exceedingly, will guide me, right? Because now this power is guiding me. God, my good. The law. It's the law. Really, it's the law of the good. That's the law. That is the law. I'm saying, so. That's technically what it is. So, and it makes me think, what am I doing good? What am I doing good? Well, I'm just taking care of myself, right? I'm staying out of trouble. That's something good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not threatening anybody no more. That's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hurting myself no more. That's more positive. You know? And these little words that I've said, God will multiply my good exceedingly according to his riches and glory, and all many riches filled with the infinite, and so on and so on. You know, you can just make up a whole mess of thing, a whole script for the day. And you know what? At the end of the day, you're like, wow, nothing negative. You feel energized. Like, where in the fuck does energy come from? You did that. I did that. All in my mind. Created it. All out of your mind, your whole imagination. As the seagull flew by, you see that seagull up there? Rewind that. What is that telling you? The seagull represents imagination. You never notice seagulls fly around water and shit? When I used to mow the Port Authorities in Lorain, Ohio, and Cleveland, every time before it rains, when it rains, this motherfucker's out there in the middle, in the fucking swarming over the lake. Like, what the fuck? Even when I used to live down south, you know, go to the beach, there's always seagulls flying in the rain above the ocean. I know maybe shit comes up from the bottom or whatever, but you know, what is that telling you? Rain, water, emotions, money. Money is water. That's a whole thing we can get into. We don't get into that right now. We could talk all day about money, and what they're doing to us. But it doesn't matter. See, here I'm getting off the topic. God to multiply my good exceedingly. And you know what? You don't have to worry about money, because real money is currency, is your spiritual currency. God, multiplying good. That's all I really hear is good. What am I doing good? You know what I'm saying? You know, and I look at all my comments from people and all these different things, and go through old emails, and people call me out the blue. Yo, dude, do something you told me the other day. I want to thank you. Blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I do this and I did this. You know, I got these results. Yo, that's prosper. That's growing. We're growing physically, mentally, spiritually. The thing is I just got to get out of this labor work, because my body's guiding me differently now. And you got to listen to the body, you know, because You got to be in tune with the body, because it's earth. It's part of the earth, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you can align with it. The body is just an instrument. We're just an instrument for expression of God. The good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, people think God is bad as well. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what you believe. So look what you do. Look at your actions. You reap what you sow. Period. That's the law of the mind, man. You know, I was never really awake until I learned, but still learning, but until I learned the laws of my subconscious and conscious mind. You know, then I observed, then you start to observe how each one works. Like, wow, man, like I was doing all this shit unconsciously. So, well, now we have to get into there. So you can habitually think about, what is this subconscious? How would I get into this and do all these shit, right? It comes to you because you're thinking about it. It doesn't matter. You don't need a fucking book it's coming to you. That's how fast this shit works. That's how fast the divine intelligence rips you in there, rips through you, because it's flowing through you. What you think about follows. It don't matter. Most people that I talk to and work with, they're not paying attention to what they're saying. They're not paying attention to, well, why am I thinking like this? Because it's common law. You know what I'm saying? It's common practice. So it amazes me that when I was really observing thought, like you slow time, you stop time, and you observe thought. And you know, after a while, you just start having you come up with this whole new philosophy on a way of life, on the law of good, based on this good, you know, and because you see patterns and shit. I just had to get rid of the material world of money and you know, greed and these types of things, you know. Stop listening to people telling you shit, you know. External forces, because that's all that is an external force. You know, there's no, you know, and who's behind the external force? You see, that's the thing. Nobody looks past that shit. Nobody's digging deep behind external force. Why is this external force trying to influence you? You know what I'm saying? Why this? Why that? You know, that's not good. Then that's not your vibration. That's not your frequency. The reason why you don't agree with it, because you're not on the same frequency of that. You're in a different vibration, you're in a different frequency. So no, it's not going to be. Why you keep fucking paying attention to it? You see? Because if I'm paying attention to it, I'm gonna then that whatever's going on with that is gonna follow, because I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's really deep. Nobody wants to get deep like this. Nobody. They don't want to get deep because they think they're. You know, when I was doing this for a while, I began to think I was crazy. I'm like, I am fucking nuts. You talk to people, you're like, where the fuck am I? Right? Like, what in the fuck is going on here? I mean, it's wild. Like, I mean, it's wild. You see things. Like, you do see things. That ain't no joke. And it does change with my thinking, my beliefs, and you can change it at any given moment. That's the beauty of this. You change it anytime. But anyway, I'm gonna get out. Thank you guys for listening to that crazy talk there for about 20 minutes. You know, because most people are like, well, what the fuck? Most people probably ain't even gonna get through this video, so then I'm talking for the hell of it, for my good humor, because God's multiplying my good exceedingly. So if I'm vibrating this out now in my aura, so what happens in there? Well, that's another story. We don't even get into all that, but that's what the point is. The point is that you know, it's helping you see the good in you, and you start to talk to yourself. What am I doing good? But then you start noticing, like, well, this isn't good. Well, maybe I shouldn't do it, you know. And then you go, yes, I feel good doing this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but you know, there's a lot of things. People think, you know, getting angry is feeling good, but it's not really you know, that's not really feeling good at all. Because your blood's boiling, right? You're fucking, you know, you're fucking, that's rage, you know, that's fucking adrenaline. You just need to be relaxed and calm. Go back to that flat line. You know, people take what other people take very seriously. It's because it threatens the illusion, you know, that I had. Some people were saying, holy shit, man, that was making me angry. Just by someone saying something was making me angry, you know? But that was threatening my illusion, you know? So, yeah, I had to get rid of all that crap. Because really, you get to think, well, this and that, shit's weighing me down and all this stuff. And it's just crazy. But anyway, let's get out of here. Everyone be blessed and healed and all this other good stuff. And may you have all your needs. May all your needs be instantaneously met on all the days of your life. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Be magical and all that fucking bullshit. And you know what I'm saying? Like just you gotta be you. You know what I mean? And just go with what you gotta go with. You know. Don't worry about it. Put all this shit aside. Put the institutions aside. Put these lenses down. Put your education down. Put the image down. Get beyond all that shit. See what's really going on. Look past everything, and you can see a lot of shit, you know. So let's get out of here. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.